Hello, everyone. Today, I would like to talk about 7 common mistakes that data scientists make and how to avoid them. Okay? The first one is deciding the methodology or modeling or analytics approach before even understanding the business problem. I see a lot of this problem a lot. Many places I go, many people I talk to, many meetings that I'm on, I see different people, especially data scientists, already deciding what method they will use, even before understanding the actual business problem. And let me give you one example. I remember probably 6 years ago, I was on a call with one of our clients, and basically, this client wants to optimize their price. Basically, they are apparel brand, so they sell clothes, and they want to optimize their pricing strategy. And basically, one guy on the call easily said, oh yeah, we can build price elasticity model so that we can actually target customers who are price sensitive, give them lower prices, and people who are not price sensitive, we can actually give them the higher prices. But guess what? 90% of these clients' products are sold in a store. So there is no way to differentiate price individually among the customers, okay? And so, clearly the data scientist that was suggesting that solution didn't quite understand the business problem well and was jumping to, deciding the methodology to use. So how do you avoid this? Please, if you are a data scientist and solving a problem, or you are a business leader asking a data scientist to, a data scientist to solve a problem for you, make sure that you guys don't jump into the methodology quickly before understanding the actual business problem itself. It's actually very important to understand the business problem deeply and do some explorations before jumping onto a methodology. The second mistake that I see a lot of data scientists do is ignoring data quality, assuming that whatever data they have is good and jumping to make analysis. This is very bad. If you are a data scientist and you are not spending a lot of time to really understand your data before actually jumping into it, you end up misleading your stakeholders. Okay, so it is important that you do data quality checks, understand where the data is coming from, are there missing values, how was this data table created. Make sure you do some data quality checks before you actually jump into analysis. Okay. Number 3 is not looking at your result again, or guessing it a second time if the result looks too good to be true or too bad to be true. Okay, this one is very common. I see analysts or data scientists give conclusions and I'm like, have you thought about the result yourself? Is this really real? It's important that whatever result you get, you actually look at it and think about it yourself before even presenting it to your stakeholders. Let me give you a typical example. A company was running A/B tests to understand the effectiveness of a particular marketing promotion. Okay, and this company actually sell children apparel, so clothing, pajamas and things for children. Okay. And so they did a pajamas promotion where they give some people some special offer, and then some other people they didn't give them any offer. In analyzing the result, it turns out that the group that actually received the offer performed very worse, okay, than the group that did not receive the offer. And this analyst went ahead and report the result as it is without actually thinking through what might be going on in the data. So I ask, did you actually check this data? Well, this result is too bad to be true, that the control group really outperforms the test group. Basically, the control group is the group that did not receive the offer. It's performing much better than the test group. What might be going on? We dig into the data, and guess what? It turns out that during that weekend, a particular celebrity baby shower actually happened in one of the stores in New York City that belongs to this apparel brand. And so there was a lot of massive purchase from a lot of celebrities, in this place. And guess what? It turns out that this celebrity and friends somehow ended up in the control group, and they made a lot of purchases that weekend that made it look like the control group is performing much better than the test group. And once you remove that outlier or those outliers from the test or from the analysis, the result was reversed. Now the test group was performing better than the control group. This is a typical example where it's important to actually second guess yourself or do a little bit of deep dive when the results are too good to be true or too bad to be true. Okay? Number 4 mistake is trying to complete the full analysis without talking to stakeholders. First, look, data science is a sports team. Okay? Working on data science project, you have to work with a lot of stakeholders. So do not always want to take 2 weeks, 3 weeks and complete your full analysis without actually talking with the stakeholders, checking with them, show them, some of the results you are seeing, and get their feedback and iterate on it. It's very important that as a data scientist, you don't stay in your corner and trying to solve all the problems. Bring your problem out, talk to the stakeholders. Many times they have comments that can help you. Number 5 is over-indexing on model accuracy than the actual business impact or time to make business impact. Sometimes we as data scientists, we actually spend a lot of time, trying to apply all the fancy methodology to really, improve the accuracy of whatever we are modeling. And by the way, I love improved accuracy. But as I grow in my career, I realize that there is a time component in all of this. You cannot just want to always get the best model out there, ignoring the impact that quick iterations can make on your business. Let me give you a typical example. There was a telemarketing company that has a data science project, and their goal was to use data to rank order which potential customers they should make a call to. Okay, and instead of just like using a simple rule to start making calls was optimizing on their model, they were spending all their time trying to build a lead scoring model that will accurately predict the likelihood that whoever they are going to make a call to will become a customer. Now that will take maybe 6 weeks to get done, but I went there and I'm like, do you really have to do this at this time? You can just simply look at your historical data and you realize that lead sources or the expected revenue that this lead will bring actually plays a lot of role in whether or not they become your customer. So why don't you just quickly rank your lead or your potential customer list simply by the source where you receive this list from, or just rank them by their expected revenue and just start making a call. Don't wait for this fancy model, use neural networks, increase the model accuracy and all of that. I want all of that, but it's important that we don't over-index on accuracy compared to business performance or time to actually make business impact. Okay. Number 6, not spending enough time thinking through and communicating your data findings. Data scientists, we spend a lot of time researching the algorithms, writing the code, doing all the validation, bootstrapping, sampling here and there. And once we get the result, we don't spend time actually thinking through how we will communicate the result, how we will present the result to make business sense. We don't spend a lot of time thinking through that. And sometimes certain questions that business stakeholders are asking us, we've never even thought about it. Look, to make an impact as a data scientist in business, you must actually spend a good amount of time preparing how you will communicate your findings, how you communicate your result to your stakeholders, so you can actually, influence their decisions. Okay, that's number 6. Number 7, not following up on analysis or model recommendations that we make. Sometimes we do analysis, we have recommendations, we tell the stakeholders, and then right after that, we jump into the next analysis without following through with the stakeholders and holding their hands and making sure that they are implementing the result and the analysis recommendation that we've given them. It is important that we do that as data scientists. Okay, so in summary, 7 mistakes or 7 common mistakes that I see a lot of data scientists do that I think if they can actually correct them, it will help them. Number 1, deciding the analytics or the modeling approach before even understanding the business problem. Number 2, ignoring data quality checks and jumping into analysis. Number 3, not second guessing or checking again when your results look too good to be true or too bad to be true. Number 4, trying to complete the full analysis before engaging the stakeholders. Number 5, over-indexing on accuracy more than time to business impact or performance. Number 6, not spending enough time thinking through how we will communicate our findings. And then number 7, not following through or not following up on analysis or recommendations that we've made to business stakeholders and making sure that they're actually implementing it. I hope these 7 mistakes, you can relate with some of these, and hopefully this is helpful to you. Let me know your comments in the comment section. Thank you. See ya. Bye.